Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me again, Gamer Lush, bringing you another episode of My First Shot With, and today we're looking at Game Dev Tycoon. Now, I know you're thinking, great, another sim, and you just do a Russian sim. I know it just seems to be the games that have been popping up that have piqued my interest lately, but me, personally, I've been a big fan of sims all this time, starting way back to Bullfrog Theme Park. I know that's not too far, granted it's like Oregon Trail. I'm not sure if you really call that a sim, but anyway, these two guys started by Greenheart Gaming developed this game to where, hey guys, guess what? I own a game developing company. Let's go ahead and get started on Gamer Lush the game. Yeah, that sounds like an interesting game. Hopefully, if I ever do get my other game, which is a pipe dream, I'm sure. It'll be more interesting than that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. But first, we start every show with a shot. Ooh, alright. I've been playing a couple hours in this game, and I gotta say, it is a time leech. Oops. We're going to go ahead and start a new one for you guys to get just a gist of what this game starts off as, and it's kind of a trip, really. We're going to skip the tutorial because I'll give you the gist of what this game is all about. When you guys pick it up, and you guys should pick this game up because it's really cheap, I'll put the link in the description below, helping two guys out on an independent game about a game of making games. And it's only $7, and it's like for a game this in depth, it's just kind of crazy how you can not pass. You can just pass it up like that. So of course, we're gonna name our company. It's gonna do Lush Gaming, and you can actually put your name in it because you'll ultimately be the president of this company, and hopefully you can be as evil as the presidents of Activision and EA. Money, yes, money. Sorry. All right, so Gamer Lush. I know, right? I'm just reversing the names. Whatever. It's just a demo. It's just a showing. Then he goes to be female, male. Awesome on that. I usually play female characters in games, but since it's reflecting me and it's a sim, let's go male. Excuse me, guys. Liking the fro here. Let's go with the black V-neck sweater. Yes. Now, guys, this game is all about basically the history of game development over the years. It passed way back since the early 80s, where people in their offices were sitting around on their PCs or gaming, their little Commodores and Macs or whatever, and saying, you know, besides work, I can be doing gaming on this thing. And it's like, great, so let's go ahead and just take our office work with our homes and computers and just program something just to kill time. Who would have thought that? Yeah, there were games before then, and no one ever thought it'd blow up to like what the gaming industry is now. But now you have your chance to live through that. So if you guys have prior gaming knowledge of like how the history of gaming is, you're kind of at an advantage of this game already. If you're just getting into the game, you're a younger audience, and you're like, I have no idea what happened before PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3. You're kind of at a disadvantage at the beginning of this game, unless you can, if gaming was your thing. So I have a problem now, I'll show you here why. Okay, now we have bugs, design, and technology lead to the game, or what we're doing now. Okay, so we'll develop a new game. Unfortunately, that's a bug. It kept the game that I had developed on there before. So let's go ahead and Lush Wars, 0 cost because I haven't said what I want it to be so far. Now you also have topics. These are basically your first thing you need to pick. Topics will start to unlock as you start to research and go throughout time, and using these research points up here. Excuse me, guys, I'm in really nasally allergies. The research are used to develop graphics, sounds, that also you can pick topics to unlock. So let's go ahead and get a military, pick a genre, and down to its bare bones, it basically just picks down the bare bone genres. So you have action, adventure, RPG, simulation, and strategy. What? No first person shooter? Blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure later on in time it'll unlock because there's no such thing as a first person shooter till Doom, till Wolfenstein or 3D came out. I'm pretty sure there's a prior one you guys can probably tell me about later. Let's do a war strategy because during that time era, war strategies, fantasy, medieval strategies, and stuff games were pretty popular back then. Let's go pick a platform. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. You have the G64, but we all know what the Commodore 64, people who've been gaming for as long as I have and other people. But of course, I'm pretty sure they would have crazy licensing payments they have to pay if they actually use the proper names. But looking at the system, you can pretty much tell what it is. And PC, that's pretty much just a general thing. But also here, you can look at market share is 56% for the Commodore 64, the G64. And the market share for the PC is only 44%. So yes, they have console wars in a sense. So it's a popular one. It has a cost of $20,000. I only have $70,000. It's going to be my first game, so I'm going to have to go aim down low a little here. So we're going to go with PC because it only takes $5,000. Now, maybe because that's better technology, easier to work with, I take less money to use, but I'm going to go ahead with that. And I like rooting for the underdog, and because I know what happens in the future, because look, I'm on a PC, I'm not on a Commodore 2013. Let's go ahead and pick that. Next. Now, even look, you can even go and make a text-based adventure RPG back in the days when they was just text-based, like Zod, Zork, and Zod, kneel before Zod. But I want to be innovative. Let's go ahead and do 2D version 1. And that, of course, text-based is going to take less because all you're doing is typing. So it's going to be 5K, but let's go ahead and do 2D. Okay, so now you're seeing I'm just typing away, taking notes. Now, you have 3 stages of development. This is the first one. So, when I'm looking here, the time you put into it depends on how long you take in that phase of development. We don't have a lot of time, we don't have a lot of money, so I don't want to spend too much time in this, so we'll put a couple weeks. One of the flaws of this game, I kind of wish it had more specific levers of how many weeks it would take, or how many months or days. But let's go ahead. It's a military strategy. It doesn't need much story and quest. Gameplay has to be paramount. I think gameplay for me in general is just important, so I always have this up. I don't care where. And the engine, somewhat old. Alright, taking notes, still plugging away. Now you notice that I get bugs in this game too while programming it. You can take care of those later, as I'll show. So now I have 5 in design, 4 in technology. I've done 7 research. That's kind of like a currency you can use later on besides cash, and I'll show you that later as well. Okay, dialogue. Dialogue is pretty much good where it's at. Level design, paramount. We'll go ahead and jack that thing up there. Now, as a military strategy, you want to at least have decent AI, so let's go ahead and put that up there. Okay, so you notice that it's only taken me 2 months and 1 week. Now, if I jack those up all the way up, they would probably taken me 3 months because I took in that much time. Yes, of course, more time you spend into a game, the better the game is. Sometimes. If it's just terrible outright, you can spend as much time as you want in it, and it's not going to make it any better. But here we go. Excuse me, guys. Okay, development stage 3. All right, now on the military strategy, my world design, that's important. So I'm going to be jacking that up. And it's color-coded. You'll see later on as you see that as well. Graphics, that's PC Commodore 64. And you notice my graphics affected by the 2D graphics. So I guess since I picked it over text, I wanted it a little bit higher. Basic sounds of boop, boop, boop. So nothing too fancy there. So let's go ahead and. Alright, so we keep designing and plugging away. Hopefully that car is not, and it'll kill us with carbon dioxide. Now, see how it's finished, but there's still bugs, and I'm working on them. Now there's 0 bugs. I can also leave it to where I can work on it, like the little loose ends that might make it better. but I also might get a couple more bugs while I add to it. Let's go ahead and finish. Oh, let's wait for that bug to. Okay. Okay, now I spent quite a bit. Now I'm only at 26,000. Now I have 14 in design, so pretty good design, and technology comparatively. The more time you guys spend on this game, are the weeks you put up the bars for, you'll get the experience for all these. And as experience, you develop more as a developer. And now here, Gamer Lush, I'm at level 1. And as a company, the more your company grows, the more bigger it is, and the more employees you get. So yes, you do have to level up employees as you go on. Now you have the choice of trashing the game, saying, it's not up to my standards, but I haven't really found a point to where I really wanted to trash a game unless it was like shovelware or a movie license game. Maybe. But, let's go ahead and release this bad boy. Alright, now a little time has passed. You can start... Oh, okay. Alright, now the game is out for a week or so. The first reviews for our newly released game, Lush Wars, came in. Uh-oh, okay. Oh, well, 7. That's 1 out of 10 scale. Nice experience. Awesome. 6. Okay, not bad. Informed gamer. Yeah, gamer. That doesn't mean Game Informer. Enjoyable. 7. Awesome. Game hero. 7. Good game. All games. Alright, so we did a pretty good for our first game. Awesome. Alright. Now, don't expect this too much because I actually played a couple hours and kind of knew what was going on. And I didn't realize how the time of day through that whole time actually affects what your gameplay is. So take all the experiences you had before in your whole gaming career and kind of put in a reflection of this. We had a decent review. 7s and 6s are not a bad game, even though nowadays people, it has to have a 10, it has to have a 9, or it's not a good game. No, it doesn't. If it's 7 or 8s, it's just a fine game. Alright. Lush Gaming, a newcomer in the game industry, has just released their first game, Lush Wars. The game receives favorable reviews. With such good start, Lush Gamings are sure to gain fans quickly. Alright. Alright, Lush Wars sold 3,363 units within the first week of market. It made charts at number 21. Alright guys, things like this, first week of sales, only pop up if your game does something extraordinary, like sells 1 million copies in the first week, or becomes the next Call of Duty, or hits like totally, becomes innovative on the genre, like the normal gaming industry. So 21 on the charts, not bad. I probably got beat out by Mario and was Mario around that time? No, because the Nintendo hasn't came out yet. So I got beat out by Zork or something. I don't know what was popular back then. Alright, Lush Wars was so successful, we now have 26 fans. Now, fans, of course, you should know what those are. Those are fanboys who are basically rabid people who, if you talk shit about the game, they'll basically jump down your throat. Those are kind of good to have because, at least guaranteed those people, I have 62 fans now. Those people are guaranteed to give your game word of mouth and raise your sales. Because, look, the first week, I only sold this many units, but in the second week, I sold more units because my fans were giving word of mouth. You can also affect this by commercials later on, and even E3 conferences, or G3 in this case. And going on in this case is just unlocking more stuff. It's just great. Now, I can sit here and sit on my laurels and wait for the money to come in, but time is money. So let's go ahead and I can click on myself. Now I have more options instead of just developing a new game. I have game history, which is nothing much. It just basically shows a rundown of what your game looked like. Cost, income, profit, released, average score, fans, top rankings 21, and the so you can go back here and actually make sequels and stuff like that. Just if you forgot, you made so many games, you forgot what you made out there. So of course, the profitable games you would probably want to make sequels of. So, all right, Lush Wars achieved a company sale records with over 10,000 sold. Woo! Now I know that's nothing compared to this game sold 4 million, 6 million, but back in the 80s, that was really damn good. This is an important milestone in the history of Lush Gaming's. Cool. Alright, that's great. Look at that. Now, from 70 I started off, now I'm at 104K. Great. Now, do I choose to just go all in and make a crazy new innovative game? Or do I kind of sit back and make a couple of games that are maybe surefire ways? Let's go ahead and make another one. Oh, but first, this is what I was talking. Now, research. This is where you can spend your research points with another currency next to cash. This is topics I can research. Now I can research racing, fantasy, pirates, and sci-fi. Let's go ahead and research fantasy, because I'm a big fantasy fan. And now you can even make game engines in this, so you can make like Unreal 3 engine, Unreal Engine, the Havoc engine, or something like that. It has to have certain parameters, but I don't have enough research points, so we'll get onto that later. Alright, so now you can see my research bar here while we're researching. This is you guys. Cheers for my successful first game. Alright, so I've researched fantasy. Now let's go ahead and take that. Develop a new game. Speaking of Zork, let's go ahead with Golden Lush. Pick a topic, fantasy. Let's see here. Fantasy RPG. Let's go with the PC again since it did very well. Market share. Now, if you notice that, yes, your games kind of do affect, so you can actually make that killer app. I'm thinking as I've been playing on. So now the shares for PC have gone up by 2.8% because I had that awesome game. And so let's go ahead and PC game. Next. Alright, do I want a text-based RPG? Let's go ahead and do that, seeing how they're more known for that. Alright, the engine. I'm not sure really going to work on the engine. Story and quest has to be paramount for an RPG. Gameplay, we'll keep it up there, because granted, it's just storyline, really. Alright, so it's going up. Bugs, designs, more research points. Artificial intelligence, level design. Needs to go down. Dialogue has to be paramount since it's text-based. Artificial intelligence. You can basically program it. It wasn't... Basically, it was predetermined back then, so I don't think your artificial intelligence has to be too high there. Alright, so the game is off the market. This means that the game has been out for so long, they just pulled it off the shelf. It's too old. It's not going to make any more money. Lushwords is now at the market. Is sold 17,148 units and generated $120,000 and 70 cents. Sorry, $120,075 in sales. Of course, I used that money for developing, so I didn't exactly make all that back. Well, I made it back and then some. Industry news: a recent market study suggests that the Govador G64 is steadily outselling competitors in the PC sector. Consumers prefer the low price, great availability, and the flexible hardware configuration over the home computer. Okay, so yeah, this is where Commodore 64 was really booming at that time, and it actually was beating the PC now, but later I know better than that. But this is for people, I think, who haven't been through this whole history of game developing and just want to say, oh, maybe I should jump on that now. Maybe. So experts say that it might spell the end of the competing hardware manufacturing. Don't think so. Alright, so as news, this news will pop up and kind of like throw you off the side, but you gotta remember what you've been working on. A new game. World design, graphics. I don't need graphics too much. Sound, yes. I can make sounds that's like world design. I guess you can explain the world in text space, maybe? But alright, let's go ahead. I'm pretty sure that first one was a fluke, so let's see how good this one actually... Alright, now we're finished. Let's go ahead and wait until all the bugs are settled out. Say a little bit longer. Alright, okay, wait, let's wait for that bug to go away. Alright, let's hit finish. Alright, now I have 13 and 10. Alright, you can also click just to go faster if you're not really caring about your statistic of what you did for that. Alright, let's release the game, see how we did. Hopefully we'll hit gold again. First reviews will come in. Oh, 6. All right. 6. Another 6. Let me scare you. Another 6 up here. 7. All right. Oh, another 7. Hey, we did it, guys. All right. Another good game. Or average game for you guys. Oh, it has to be a 10 or a 9. All right. Now we see sales. All right. According to the rumors, Japanese company Nintendo is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. Nintendo is known for widely successful arcade games like Dinky King. So, of course, now we've gone into the first year, and now all of a sudden, hey, here comes Nintendo. Oh, I know what Nintendo. I need to jump on Nintendo, so I need to research graphics and stuff that help pertain to games to Nintendo, because we all know how big Nintendo was. It basically made our biggest icon, Mario, and other stuff. And kind of, next to these computer games, kind of started the whole video game revolution. So, okay. Many industry experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we wager to see what Nintendo will deliver. Absolute gold. Not so much now, but... Hi there, we just finished Golden Lush, and I am impressed by your talent. I'm in the contracting business, and we could use skills like yours. If you're ever short on cash, just let me know, and I'll see if I can have some work for you. Jason. Okay, now this is another thing they just throw in. Now, they keep throwing new things at you as you keep progressing. So now, I have a new option. Find contract work. Okay, now this is design and tech. Go back to clicking on your guy. Let's see here. Research. Well, unfortunately, I'm not sure how to check my stats this early in the game. I think you're defaulted at 300, 300, 300. So, basically, if you're good, your stats will grow as you're developing. Let's say we're good at designing. You want to put a person that's good on design on this job because he'll make more design points and less technology. Let's find one if we can find that's pretty even. Let's go with 11 and 15. Hopefully we'll have enough time because I have 4 weeks to do this. So I'm timed. This is my timer. And I'll keep pumping out. Hopefully I can do this in time. These are small mini games that basically help you make more cash while your other games are being developed are selling on the market. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Unfortunately, I failed because I couldn't get enough technology in. I did get a research point, but if you guys fail, these are a win or a lose. I lost 12 grand because I couldn't do it in time. Jason here, the contract was not completed in time. Be careful what contracts you accept, otherwise those penalties will quickly add up. Don't worry too much though. I don't hold grudges. If you want to try again, let me know. Usually I have new contracts every 6 months or so. Check back sometimes. Alright, let's see if we can find one that's more manageable. Okay, these are pretty high. 16 and 25. Come on, you gave me bad jobs to begin with. Okay, now I have 150,000, 152,000. Oh, because I'm still having sales. Today, Nvidia has confirmed recent rumors and announced that their plans to release a new home gaming console called TES early next year. The console features cartridge-based games and a uniquely designed controller. Alright, now that I know this stuff, alright, I need, let's see here, I need to do some custom gaming engines, but unfortunately I still don't have research, so I'm going to hold back on that, and I need to develop another game. Hopefully it'll work just as good as the last two. Now, as you make games, your reputation as a game maker will actually stay with you, and so if you keep making good games, people are going to buy your stuff. See, I have 202 fans now. Let's do a sport simulation for the PC, because PC's been good to me. So I'm PC exclusive company. Let's do Home Run Stars. Let's do TD graphics because text-based sports sim would not probably roll swell. Gamer Lush is now at the Golden Lush is now at the market. I sold 12,096 copies, not as much as my first one. I only made 90 grand. Not bad. Alright, the engine. Don't need story or quest for a sports sim. Let's work on the engine and the gameplay. Alright, well, speaking of which, let's celebrate the welcome. These are my second game. Alright. Artificial intelligence. You're going to be playing against the computer, so we want good artificial intelligence. Not so much level design, and we don't want too much dialogue, because you're not talking in a sports sim. Alright, keep ticking up. Doing got more research. Hey, alright, we have enough for a game engine now, but we have to wait until we're done developing. Alright. World design. Yeah, but you can probably, back in those days, you can just design one stadium and just recolor them. Graphics, let's work a little bit better on that. And then sound for sports sim. Yeah, you probably want better sound. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now we're all attacking. Okay. Now we got wow, I got a lot of bugs in that one. Probably because this is my first time working on a simulation game. But this does, not also does it work on bugs, but it works on design technology too. See, like that. It'll come up, pop up every once in a while. Alright. Oh, got another. I lucked out for that last stretch. Fortunately, it took me longer. Alright, let's click that, make this go. Alright, I've been leveling up. Look at all these levels I'm getting. Being better at designing. Alright, let's go ahead and ship this baby. Alright, we're still good, guys. We're still at 100,000. First reviews. Let's see what they are. Oh, ups. Alright, another 6. Come on, come on. Another 6. Alright. Another 3 6s. Okay. Alright, good, a 7. I was going to say there. Yeah, 6s aren't bad. It's above average. Just kind of whatever. Alright. So now we get to watch. Oh. Hey, the new platform came out. Alright. Okay, now we're just waiting for our money. Now, we can use our research points. Let's do a new. We can research actually into making for ourselves a new gaming engine. So now we're doing the research, watching the money grow. Look, sales dropped, came back up for that 1 month, still declining. It'll eventually decline. All right, successful research. All right. Okay, new research is a gamepad. Okay, so we can do more research. And now I don't have enough research pads, but also research, and now I need to use money to do research as well. Okay. So now if we're going to be developing for that Nintendo, we're going to have to find a way to make our games work for gamepads because Nintendo does not work for keyboard. Alright. Let's find some contract work. This is more reasonable. 6 and 8. Let's go ahead and do that. It'll get 15K. Not bad. Okay, so you see the little dots. As you go on, you'll be able to see your stats a little bit easier. I'm not sure how I'm going to check that right now. I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to check that out later. Okay, got 15 in my account. Home Run Star is now off the market. Sold 12,000 copies. Alright, got 85,000. I'm making pretty decent games now. Alright. Let's see here. Create a custom engine. Develop a new game. Let's see here. Can I get another job? Let's try this one, guys. So hopefully I can get another research point so I can actually research gaming gamepads. You don't technically need to research a gamepad for that game. It's just more likely that that game will be more successful if it's programmed for that kind of system. You have to basically know what the system's about, what's its technology, and keep up with it to make good games for it so it'll fly the shelf. So let's do some research for the gamepad. I have the research points. I have the money. I'm pretty well off right now. I have 166,000. Alright, successful game. Alright. Guys, this video is going to run a little long. I apologize, but yeah, you guys want me to make a series out of this, I can. But I just really want to show you how it keeps leveling up and leveling up, because right now we're at the bare bones minimum. Alright, let's make an engine now. Okay, we want this to be 2D graphics. Now we can research mono sound, linear storyline, and we can make save games, and let's do the gamepad. Let's do a save game. Now look how much this engine to create costs. This is $100,000. That's almost all of my money. Now, do I want to go into it and go head all and try hopefully make this killer app for this game I have? Let's go for it. Because if I do end up failing, I can show you what basically happens in a fail situation. I can end this long video. And you'll hit the research points. Not also do you get research. Doing this takes time, which is basically valuable time you could be using developing a game. But you also get research points. So it's not total. You don't get a total loss from it. Now, one thing I always keep forgetting is that you can name your engine. So I could have named it the Unreal Engine or the Lusher Engine. I'm gonna name it that next time. All right, so it default to game engine. All right. See, recent tests of tests home console and Nintendo was proven a massive success. Sale numbers exceeded its far expectations. As one customer says, I love the games that come with the test, and playing with the controller is so much more fun than the keyboard, so it's a good thing we researched the gamepad. Alright guys, let's go ahead. Now we got game engine researched. Let's go ahead and develop another game. Lush Gaming is back in effect, and we got a now generation for the whole console. I can't think of a name so far, so let's do a space action. Let's call it Lush Star. Oh, I forgot, guys. I forgot. Licensing. You have to actually license your games to. You have to license yourself to actually make games for this. So I need 80K. I do not have enough. So unfortunately, let's go ahead and make another. Oops. Develop a new game. Lush Star. Let's do a space action. Let's do it for the PC using my game engine. Alright, now we can. Whoa, now we're upgrading. Now we have version 2. Okay, now we have the engine. We want to keep concentrating on the engine and make it like, oh wow, check out this new engine we have. The game's way cooler and stuff. Gameplay is always paramount. It's an action, so I guess we need a little bit more story and quest. Oh, guys, I forgot to click on the side things that I got. I'll show you in the next one. Hopefully, it'll pop up for the next development. All right, let's see here. Dialogue. Okay, action. We can have a little dumber enemies. Dialogue. Level design. Yes, it's an action. Levels have to be fun to play in. All right. Okay, now I forgot to check these here on the side. We have 2D version graphic was default for my engine. But we also have the choice of doing basic sounds, but mono sound now. So it's not boop, boop, boop anymore. Well, it's a little better than that, but alright, so now we have better sound. I'm gonna actually improve the sound and work on that. Work on the graphics, and the world design can kind of take a back seat because we want to blow away with people. Oh, check out these graphics. Instead of 4-bit, it's 8-bit or whatever. All right, let's go ahead and click OK. Oh, unfortunately, I'm still in the red, but here we go. The bank account is in the red. Thankfully, your bank has enabled you to overdraw your account up to 50,000. Be careful. If your account balances below 50,000, you'll go bankrupt. See, so that's one way you can lose if you go 50,000 in the red. All right, everything's done. Let's wait for the bugs. Awesome. Okay, and we're able to get one more technology point out of there. Okay. Now we hit new records, meaning that we've done better than what we have done before. So more points going into design and technology, meaning you're probably getting a better game out of this. Well, more levels up, awesome. Any level up is a good level up. All right, release the game. Okay, now we can research the joystick. Because like PC's like, oh wait, no, they got gamepads now. We need to put joysticks on this. All right, let's cross our fingers, guys. Hopefully this will be good. All right, we got an 8. All right, space and action is a great combination. Another 8, very good. All right. Oh, 7. Not bad. Enjoyable. Alright, 8 and very enjoyable. Awesome. That means possibly we can get some more sales and hopefully get ourselves out of the red. But I'm not necessarily sure if it'll actually get us to 80,000 we need to start developing for Nintendo. A recent study suggests that the increased variety of gaming devices also increases the market for one more specialized game. Some platforms become more popular with younger gamers while the others cater for more mature age groups. As more and more developers enter the market, we expect developers to focus their games on specific age groups and really make an impact. Okay, this is what I've been talking about. Now we have a target audience. Now can I research that? Yes, I can. But I don't have the cash yet. So hopefully the sales from this game actually... But do I want to do that? Or do I actually want to license my game so I can play for Nintendo? Make games for Nintendo? Okay, guys, like I say, I'm rushed. This show's play me in the background. If you haven't bought this game already, use me as a tip, tips or something. The following massive success of the test console are now rumors circulating that Vena, another Japanese company, is planning to release a home console of their own. It's basically Sega. All right, so now it's got us over 100,000. Let's go ahead and develop another game. Let's see here. What topics can we pick? We haven't touched yet. We've done let's do medieval. Game of Lush. Oops. I guess I did. Alright, now we'll make it an adventure. We'll make it SNES, and yes, I do want to pay the 80,000. Now, this only gives me near 30,000 to actually pick. Get our game engine. Now, this game has to blow the socks off because this is our new entry into the new console. So we really want to concentrate. So the engine, I had to spend a lot of time on this. So we want all of those aspects to be good. So we're going to spend more time on it. Unfortunately, spend more money in it, and I might be going over. Dialogue has to be up there. Level design, I'll spend a little less time. Hopefully we won't go bankrupt here. Okay, we sold, 24,000 copies and sold 168,000. That game saved my butt. Alright, world design has to be good since it's adventure. Graphics has to be good, and so the sound. We had to sacrifice a couple of these because I'm too scared that it's going to go down. Hopefully this will save our butts. This might drop us. See, developing stage 2 like that. So, it's the Mega Drive. You guys remember the Mega Drive? Today, Vena confirmed the recent rumors about a new gaming console announced, the Master V. The company claims that the Master V is technically superior to the Master Successful test by the video, and plans to release in upcoming months. Well, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we're going to develop now. I'm going to spend a little bit more time on this, guys. So, alright, it's finished. Need to get the bugs out of there. Alright, good, the bugs. Design is better. Technology, let's go ahead and finish this. We need the money, guys. We're almost 10,000 in the hole, and that's going to put us in a big... Okay, we got a new record for game design. That's going to put us in a bad spot if we get a 50,000 below. Okay, leveled up. Awesome. Alright, let's release this baby. Hopefully we'll get... Here's looking at you guys. Nice. 7. 8. Awesome. 8. Alright. And 7. Alright, we did good, guys. We got 2 8s and a 7. 2 7s and 2 8s. Let's see how cells do. Now we have some research. We can do some research now while the game is making money for us. So we're not just standing here doing nothing. Okay, let's go ahead and do erasing. We also do joystick and target audience. Can't do that yet because I don't have any money. Alright, we're out of the red. Awesome. That's all we needed. Let's see how much out of the red we can get out of. right, got the new topic. Steering wheel now. Oh, we can research steering wheels for our racing sim we just researched. Let's get more. Let's do sci-fi. All right, guys. That basically that game saved our butts. So, okay, that was our company's killer app. Okay, so the Mega Drive just got released. Now, do we want to choose to pay the licensing fees to make it, or do we want to stay an exclusive company? This is kind of where it's an understanding of why some companies became exclusive, because they had to pay a certain amount of money to make games for that system. But look at that, we're at 158,000. Awesome. Okay, that game sold over 223,000. So I basically keep making games that make me more money, guys. You're not gonna get the same experiences I have. I had actually a little bit more. I've gone to the next level to where I actually got an office, so I kind of know what's going on. But just because I did know that doesn't necessarily mean that it'll work out the same, because the market's kind of volatile. Okay, let me start up market, blah blah blah. You guys can read that. All right. Okay, let's do ahead and can we do some more research? You guys you don't have to click up here. You can click anywhere, and it'll put that menu anywhere. I have a tendency to click where it says research for some stupid reason. Okay, research. Let's go ahead and do target audience. Why not? We can do target audience now. We have the research points, we have the money, and actually I don't have to pay a licensing fee, so I'm pretty good right now. All right. Okay, research now. Now, this is basically what target audience does. Now, let's go ahead and develop a new game. This basically changes now what you have your first game concept now. Now you can do the ESRB rating now, kind of, in a sense. You can do young, E for everyone, or M for mature. Now, this is kind of out of whack, because this didn't really happen until the Super Nintendo days of when Mortal Kombat came out. It's a little out of history, but we forgive him for that. It still adds more gameplay early on in the game, so you're not too bored with just doing the first development of the game. Let's go ahead and do Lush Kart Pro. This is E for everyone. Make it a racing game. Make it a sim. Do it for the tests. Use our engine, of course. We'll work on gotta have those high up-to-date graphics, those 8 bits. Okay, now that I've remembered how to do this, we want to make it for a gamepad, but now we're using for gamepad, it's going to cost us 5K more to do that. Now we want to put save games in. Save games, oh my god. So, this is a racing sim, we don't need story or quest. Engine, we'll work on the gameplay. Less on story and quest. Alright. It's kind of fun just looking at the same office over and over. I'll show you what basically a bigger office will show later in the show. I really need to cut this after this. After this game, I'll show you the last office and cut it short and let you guys so you can get on your merry way. It's a simulation. You're racing against other AI-controlled people, so let's go pump up the artificial intelligence. You don't need dialogue for a racer. Level design, because, of course, tracks. Alright, so I'm doing remorse research. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can research casual games now. Great, I can research Angry Birds. Whoopity-doo. Alright, world design next to tracks, graphics, and sound. Okay, of course, we just want to do this. I don't want to stick with basic sounds because we're on Nintendo now. Alright, so I'm still in the green, a little low, but... Oh! Okay, guys, I clicked too soon. Now I have 3 bugs in it. I have a new record of tech. Now, bugs do affect stuff. How? Because back in the day, you didn't have patches for those games because they weren't always online. But hopefully they'll think those bugs are quirks in the game. Alright. Alright, let's see the reviews. Hopefully the bugs won't affect our review. 7, awesome. Okay, another 7, awesome. Okay. Oh, 7, awesome. 3 7s. Better than those 3 6s we got, right? And another 8. Awesome. Close. Okay. Recent market data shows that the Govordor 6G4 seems to be slowly losing market shares against another PC manufacturer. See, like I said, I knew that the PC was going to raise, so I kept working for PC. And now the Commodore is starting to lower. So an official statement of success employees said that the company has been unsuccessful in introducing higher-priced computers to compete against newer and more advanced PCs. That doesn't necessarily mean that I will have lost money selling games for the Commodore 64. It's just now, right now, I don't want to be making games for it right now. Now that the market share is dropping. Back then, yes, it would have been profitable. Granted, I would have been losing $20K for each game that I produced for that. But right now, the PC has been doing great for me. Now, I'm pretty sure if it was for the Groovador 64, I would have sold more copies because more people had the Groovador 64. And whereas PC, they didn't have as many. I probably would have made more money. And right now, I'm doing really good. Alright. So today, Nintendo announced that basically they announced, look, here comes the Game Boy. Blah, blah, blah. You guys can read this as you go on. I'm just wasting your time now. Alright. The game is still, and look at that, I'm over 200,000. Yep, there we go. I'm over 200,000. I've been pretty lucky, even though I had prior knowledge. It only helped me, I would say, 50%, because there's still that volatile market, because the market changes too. And the market sold 30,000, got me over 200,000. All right, guys, I'm gonna save. Let's see here. Hit escape for save. Now I'm gonna load my more. Let's see here. Gamer Lush. Now, I have a whole office here, as you can see, and I actually have employees, and I have a game called Football Brawl. Oh, there goes the announcement for the PlayStation 3. Like I said, guys, it's gonna, I'm gonna click that so you guys can read that, so it's not too spoilery. Blah, blah, blah. And it's just crazy. Now I have, okay. I mean, this game, it sold 200,000. See how it jumps up as game sales go, and it made me $3 million. I have $28.8 million right now. So, of course, as the time goes on, games are going to be more expensive. They're going to sell for more, but they always level out. The more games cost, the more they'll sell for. And now you get all these options. So I have game history, staff, publishing deals. I can basically publish for third companies like BA or I don't know, what's it called? Boobysoft? Whatever. I sell contract custom engines, and I can develop sequels now. And this is basically, and you have your whole, this is the, you know what that is if you can see it. And so you have all these different games I developed, all these crazy games. I can even go back all the way to my old games. Look at Lush Total War. Lush Star 2. This was the game that actually launched my first career, and I totally forgot the name of the thing. It's game number 9, and it was a sci-fi action, but it got 3 10s and a 9, and basically launched my career from my garage to this office building because it cost me only $76,000, but made $4.7 million because I was able to put the research into it. I had fans and all that stuff like that. It's just like you hit on that crazy game like Pokemon, Mario, Call of Duty. It's just crazy how it works out because it simulates the game developing so well to a certain extent. And I just love this game. And I said it's a vampire. Guys, if you're in the Sims, Tycoon games, please pick this game up. It's only $7. I'm going to put a link in the description. And guys, if you like... warning ahead of time, this game is a time leech. So, I had a fun time with it, and I'm really glad I'll make this episode my first shot with, because it was a great game. And after this, I'm probably going to play some more. So, as always, guys, cheers, and game dev on.
everyone. I am Gamer Lush.